What's up, guys? Finally found the time to do this update for you. I apologize first and foremost for taking this long, but I wanted to give myself some time with the teeth and actually have real life with them. So 2 years, it may seem like I took a little bit too long to do it, but I feel like now I have an ample amount of experiences to give you the kind of answers that you guys are looking for. So let's get straight to it. In this video, I'm going to cover specific points that I've been getting questions about over the last 2 years. Pricing, comfort, maintenance, and any other questions that we have that we gathered from our DMs and the comments on the first video. In terms of condition, I would say that the veneers are in the same condition as the first day I had them. Maybe you may see a tint on them from me not following the rules in terms of restricted foods. They told me not to stay away from coffee, to stay away from cigarettes, two things that I didn't partake in before I had the teeth. So that was easy for me to stay away from. Certain foods like curries and things of that nature I still partake in, which I should not be, but they haven't seemed to discolor the teeth in any drastic way. No chips, no cracks, thankfully so far. So everything's pretty much close to what I had the first day I got them. I'll insert a close-up video here for you to see it. Thankfully, I haven't had any dental issues thus far. I know it's only been 2 years, but I haven't had any dental issues. I go to the dentist and have my cleanings done every 6 months or whenever I schedule it. Crazy enough, when I went for my first cleaning after getting them done, I told my dentist that I got them done in Colombia, and for some reason he assumed that I got them done at Columbia University in New York. And he was like, "Yeah, they do good work over there, man. I can see." So that was a good feeling to know that he couldn't even tell the difference between me getting the work done here and getting them done out of the country. I believe I corrected him and told him that I did it in like Columbia the country and not Columbia the university, and he was surprised. In terms of discomforts, before I actually had the veneers, I had sensitive teeth, so I had a bad habit or have a bad habit of eating ice cubes or chewing ice cubes. When I do too much of that, I used to get a throbbing type of numbness. It's not a numbness because I feel pain, but it's like a throbbing feeling in my gum. I still get that every now and then when I eat too much ice or eat something extremely cold. But outside of that, and that's something that I had, like I said, before I got the actual veneers. In terms of any new issues since getting the veneers, no, I haven't encountered anything within the last 2 years. No, I don't wish that I had gotten porcelain veneers, because if you watch the first video, I went into detail in my reasoning behind getting the resin veneers. I was kind of on the fence of getting veneers, period, because I was scared of what I would look like with a new smile. So I stayed with the resin veneers because it entailed less shaving on my natural teeth, and I had the option to kind of go back to my natural smile if I so decided. Before they placed the resin on my teeth, they showed me my smile with the slight shaving that they did, and I could literally go back to my natural teeth if I so decided. Now, moving forward, I don't think that's going to be my decision. I think moving forward, I would just go with porcelain veneers, which have a longer lifespan on them than the resin ones, because I actually like the way I look with my new smile. In terms of naturalness, at this point, yeah, my teeth do feel like my teeth. I still second guess biting into hard stuff, crab legs, chicken bones, the fried stuff, but I haven't had any breaks or pain while chewing into hard stuff, except for ice. If I chew too much ice, and I think it's more attributed to the temperature of the ice as opposed to the hardness of it. So yeah, I feel like these are natural teeth. At first I had a little issue with forming my mouth and lips and tongue to pronounce certain words, but after like a week or so, I feel like I overcame that issue, and these definitely feel like my natural teeth at this point. They feel like mine. This goes to the question that I just answered. I had issues speaking very early in the after getting the procedure done. In terms of flossing, I've never flossed this much in my entire life. I should have stock in floss picks, the amount of floss picks we buy now, and I floss at least 3-4 times a day. I don't think it's an issue. I think it's a healthy habit to have. Being that I had gap teeth prior to the veneers, it took me a while to, not it took me a while, I wasn't used to having things caught in between my teeth after eating. So flossing was something that I was doing all the time, and I continue to do that. I kind of tapered off of it a little bit, but like I said, I still floss at least 3-4 times a day now. Well, pretty much brushing my teeth regularly, flossing. I don't go to the dentist any extreme amount of times to have cleanings done, honestly and truly. So just brushing my teeth and flossing, those have been my go-to methods in keeping my teeth clean. I think those would be the go-to methods in keeping your natural teeth clean. I just floss more than I used to before because I didn't really have the need to, and I didn't see it wasn't as important as it is now with these veneers. You don't want to have anything caking up in between your teeth, discoloring your teeth or staying there for a long time and forming whatever plaque or grime, especially with these teeth, because they're so bright, anything being caught in between your teeth it's so noticeable. So flossing is definitely something that I regularly do. The question everybody asks, so my reasoning for not initially stating my price is because everybody's not gonna have the same price. I had 10 top teeth done and 10 bottom teeth done, but I also had a crown done. And 2 years ago, I paid $5,200 for everything. Total cost, including the hotel, car transfers back and forth from the hotel to the dental office. Everything included was $5,200, I believe. Now, keep in mind, this was 2 years ago, so in 2023 or beyond, I can't assure you that that's going to be the price range. You know, everything goes up, inflation, but that was my price 2 years ago. My initial avenue of contact with Dr. Tabares was Instagram. I DM'd him, sent a few pictures of my smile, and then they responded pretty fast. They gave me what the procedure would be like, my options, what the prices may be like, what openings he had, and then I believe the conversation moved to WhatsApp, where we had more fluid conversation. After speaking on Instagram and locking in a date that was available, I sent a $500 deposit to secure the date. The rest of the payment was made the day of my appointment. Absolutely no regrets. I would have regretted not ever seeing how I would look with a straight smile, I guess. Like I said in the first video, my loved ones, the people that actually matter, didn't care whether or not I had them. No one was pushing me to get them or suggesting that I got them, but this was just something that I wanted to do for myself, something I wanted to see myself with. So I have zero regrets thus far. At this point, I have zero regrets, and that's my honest answer. I have no regrets getting the veneers so far. So my decision on doing the veneers in Colombia was the result of a few factors. The first factor was the price, of course. I know a lot of people are more comfortable with staying at home. They feel safer at home. They trust the process a little bit more at home. But as someone who travels, going to another country to do something wasn't that scary to me. And it wasn't, how would I say it? It wasn't a drastic procedure. It was just some dental work. So the price difference is insane. As I said before, I paid around $5,000 to do my veneers, and I believe in America at the time I was getting quotes of like $30,000. So the price was one of the factors. Number two was the work that I saw Dr. Tabares doing before I started to reach out to him. I liked it. I liked the fact that he was doing veneers on regular people, and then he had celebrity clients, and everyone's smile looked different. You could tell that certain people, when you go on their pages or their websites, every smile looks the exact same. And I like the fact that his smiles had a little bit of uniqueness to each one of them. So that was another reason on why I went to Colombia to do my veneers as opposed to doing them in America. price and the fact that I liked what I saw when I started to research Dr. Tabares. In terms of recommendation, for sure, I just recommended them to someone about 15 minutes ago. Crazy enough, I get questions or calls about veneers at least twice a month from somebody new who heard that I did my veneers, or I told that I did veneers. Someone else in their family asked questions about the procedure. Someone in my family is always popping up asking about it and trying to figure out whether it's something that they would like to do in the near future. So I've made recommendations, and yes, I would continue to recommend to anyone who has a serious interest in getting veneers.